The state is weighing its options on how it will keep students connected. Good afternoon and thanks for watching. I'm Brent Hunsaker.
And I'm Natalie Hurst. A judge has given his final decision, striking down that broadband contract. Morgan Wagner begins our team coverage. She explains how the state plans to move forward.
The state has asked for a 14-day stay on Judge Patrick Owen's final decision that has declared once again Idaho's broadband contract is illegal. The state is also asking Idaho's Supreme Court to weigh in on Judge Patrick Owen's decision. While the state waits, the Idaho Education Network is encouraging schools to look at how they would provide internet service.
We have to determine a vehicle to engage vendors, and we have to have an appropriation to fund that vehicle. We're still looking at the options.
The governor's office is considering issuing an emergency contract to keep students connected, at least until the end of the school term. IEN consultant John Getty says an emergency contract would buy the Broadband Committee more time to find a long-term solution without having to kill internet access to students. Back to you.
Morgan, thank you. The State Department of Education says its role with the Idaho Education Network is strictly advisory. A statement from the department reads, "This is a Department of Administration contract, not a State Department of Education contract. We are concerned, however, and working with all the stakeholders involved to help provide sound advice for the solutions being sought by the governor's office and the legislature."
One veteran lawmaker says that IEN broadband scandal is one of the biggest messes he's ever seen in state government.
As Scott Logan explains, now the legislature is scrambling to find a way to fix that broken contract.
Despite the confusion at the state capitol over the Idaho Education Network with the invalid broadband contract, Senator Dean Cameron, co-chair of the powerful Joint Finance Appropriations Committee, says the legislature's goal is clear: protect kids and education.
And how are you going to protect kids?
That's a good question, and I'm not at liberty to tell you the answer at this point.
Because you don't know it?
No, we are taking ideas and considering any alternative that's brought before us.
Time is of the essence. Broadband contract vendors say unless the state starts payments, Idaho's broadband program will go dark in a matter of days.
Most of the IEN was being used for internet services. So from that perspective, school districts ought to start preparing right now for an alternative way to deliver internet services.
People talk about IEN. You think about that as the broadband for the schools. It's more than that. All the state agencies that use broadband are also connected to it. They're going to have to do a lot of work here real fast.
Is this one of the biggest messes you've ever seen?
It certainly, in my opinion, is. It certainly is a very, very difficult mess.
Senator Cameron said the legislature must make sure that the kids don't suffer because of the mistakes by the adults. Scott Logan, KBOI News, the State House.